Welcome to Season 3 of Necessary Conversations. I'm your host, Saleem Messiah. I appreciate all y'all support. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share. Enjoy the episode. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Necessary Conversations. I'm your host, Saleem Messiah, and I got the legend, man.
Hey, chill.
I mean, we talk about, like, the AIC greatness. Like, when we talk about trying to build statues, like, this is the guy, bro. How you doing, man?
Look, I'm glad to be back on Necessary Conversations.
Man, we had to run it back because you about to get out here. You and Benny. Benny is crazy for leaving, but you about to get out of here. You done your time, though.
Nah, I did a bid, bro.
You done your time.
I did a bid,
You know what I'm saying? They caught you with that little gun back in the grip. You know what I'm saying? You can't hear.
Sure.
Now you about to get up out of here. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
yo, like, bro, how has it been? Like, how can you? If you had one word to explain, what is 6 years?
Say that again.
6 years you been here? 4 or 5?
Almost 6 years, about 5.5.
It's 5.5. You had to explain your 5.5 years here in one word. What would it be?
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be 2. Oh, it'll be trials and tribulations.
Okay, so boom, right? You got 5.5 years here. Mm-hmm. Got to do it in one word. What's the word?
One word I'll put. It's gonna be 2, but it's gonna be it's trials and tribulations, bro.
Yeah.
Trials and tribulations. That's it, bro.
Now, is that based off of school, life? Like, what is it?
Everything all in one, man. Look, when you in school, you still doing outside life things, but then also you got other hobbies, other jobs, things like that, bro. So it's been a very, very rocky road. And like I said, just that's where I could just put like just trials and tribulations, brother, man. I can't even tell you how much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like it's definitely been a lot, and I'm definitely grateful because not a lot of people can do or experience. Not a lot of people have experience, being in school.
Yeah.
Well, outside of high school and stuff like that.
Sure.
But it's also like not a lot of people like even get to experience playing ball and doing like 2 sports. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole bunch. Like it's a lot, bro. Especially for me, myself, like personally, like my experience.
Was you a student person in high school? Like,
yeah, I started to be like my freshman year is the year I messed up. I was still immature from coming out of middle school, but I started to get a grip on it. Teachers was on me a little bit, but then like I had some disrespectful teachers too, bro. Like, but it's like, come on, bro. Teachers is not coming in to. They're not coming in to babysit. You know what I'm saying? I was wilding for real. Like, I'd be playing around or talking, and then I'd be mad because I don't got to work. But then I didn't realize, like, whole time I'm just holding other people back that's in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to stop all the time to deal with me or one of my friends. You know what I mean? So my freshman year, I definitely wasn't a school guy, but my AD looked out for me, put me in this little leadership program, and I turned it around. As the years went by, I got better.
Was the leadership program for you to get leadership or be a leader to somebody?
Be a leader. So
really?
that leadership program, it was called Connections Plus. So they added me in there. It was a couple of my friends, actually. A lot of them, the Sandbox, that was in the program, too.
Yeah.
And, we went to schools, like elementary, stuff like that. We did a lot of, like, things with kids, like events. Like, say we did, like, a hula hoop game. We put it in the gym, and it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors hula hoop. It was pretty cool. We did that, I think, my junior, senior year. And then also we do stuff within the school, too. Like, we host events. So, like, we had this period on Friday where all the students from 9th and up, they all attend the gym, and then we'll have events running. And, like, I will be running the events and stuff like that, too.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
How did it feel? Because, like you said, you was wilding, right? So for your AD to be like, look, you wilding, but I'm gonna give you something where you have to chill out in order to do what I'm giving you the task to be. Did that kind of like, why are you doing this? Like what was that feeling like when he said, yo, I'm gonna put you on this, and knowing you're not even taking care of what you supposed to take care of?
So now, I put it like this, right? So this is how it happened. My sophomore year. In the summer, freshman year, summertime, going into sophomore year, we got football. Yeah. So I'm coming into football, and I see one of my friends, Jalen. I'm like, yo, what you doing? Like, she was eating. So I'm like, I got food. Like, what's going on in there? She like, it's Connections Plus. And then Miss P, her name is not Miss P no more. She's married. She comes in, and she's just like, hey, Troy. But, like, I was a good kid. Like, people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, teachers knew. You know what I mean? Like, they knew, like, nah, this is a good kid. Yeah. He's smart. It's just, just trouble, bro. Yeah, just a little trouble kid. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally unstable a little bit, stuff like that. So it's like, but, like, she looked out for me, bro, because that was probably one of the biggest turnarounds for me is separating myself from other people that was, like, not doing nothing, bro, because I always was like, yo, high school, I played varsity my freshman year. I was lit. Like, I wanted to be around the guys all the time. But then, like, I'll see dudes graduate and they not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like one of my boys that hit up and he wasn't playing ball no more, working in the factory, stuff like that. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
dang, like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, nah, bro, that ain't right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. You was cool in high school, but that ain't right.
Yeah.
And that leadership program kind of isolated me. And it just kind of made my thought process a lot different. And I started chilling. I stopped chilling with a lot more people. I started chilling by myself. Like even my boys that I grew up with, that I went to elementary school, like me and them, we got like a void of like 2 years together. We didn't really spend time together. It's because I was so like focused. That shit helped me.
I mean, bro, like when you think about like high school and you compare it to college, like it's different, but it's a little bit of the same.
Yeah,
right?
bro, it is.
So when you looking at like, okay, bachelor's degree level work and a high school level work, did you think you had more trouble with high school or college?
Yeah, I had a lot more trouble in high school. And the only reason why is because y'all holding kids from, some people got to get up at 5:30 just to catch the bus. Bro, we're in school from 7 to 2. And then when you got football and track, from, mind you, all season, like I've lived the same life from high school or middle school to now. Because what do we do, bro?
Yeah.
We get up, we go to school, then we got to stay after school because we got practice, and then we got to catch the 5:40 bus. Yeah. So I'm really up from 5 to 5, bro.
12-hour shift.
For free.
Yeah.
And then now you trying to trap a kid in school and not trap, bro, because it's obviously to help you out. Because it does help you out, bro. It helps you out with problem solving. It helps you out with a lot of things, right? You know, people say, oh, I'm not going to use y equals mx plus b. Well, technically you do every day, bro, because you're solving problems, bro. That's literally teaching you how to solve a problem. So it doesn't matter if it has to do with specifically math. It has to do with just anything, bro. If you can't solve a problem and you can't try to find and decipher anything that's within the situation that you're trying to find a solution for, then it's like, bro, you get what I mean? That's how I thought of it as. Now
a problem solver. But y equals mx plus b square root squared, bro. Leave me out of that.
Actually, though, that does. Now, I took accounting. I'm an MBA major now. So you know what I mean? Like, you calculate.
Somebody took accounting for me.
You calculate. Just like that. The same type of, I'm telling you, you do. I just literally took like managerial finance, the same thing, all the calculations.
Somebody took it for me.
I struggled. Hey, look, to each his own, brother.
I
struggled. But like, that's the things that I realize now. We got to know this because now if you want to be a financial accountant, there's certain levels to this shit, for real. You know what I mean? You got to know the math and how to, solve the equations and they give you the meaning of every single letter or stuff like that, and then you just figure it out,
But my problem was they'll just get da 2, and then the X, and then the where the fuck? Where's
bro,
the
that, I always was
see
mad
the problem
at that,
with
bro.
me with math is there's too many rules. I'm not a good rule follower.
Yeah, it get hard because there's
So
a lot
it's
of
too
rules
many
that you gotta
rules,
remember, but that's
and
like
then they
laws,
don't give you
bro.
no sheet.
That's like laws, though.
But I know what to do or not to do.
Bro, it's really school kind of. What's a good word? It kind of like deciphers who is good or who's more fluent at retaining information than others. So obviously, me and you were just not, elite at retaining information fast enough.
I never really applied myself.
Exactly, bro. Because you know what I mean. It's just not for you. But there's dudes that's out there that's really like that. That's passing the SAT with 1,600 score. You know what I mean? Like there's people really out there. That shit's just not for you.
Yeah.
But look what the hell you doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell of a marketer. You know what I'm saying? You can journalism. Like it's a whole bunch. Like that has to fall with some type of curriculum that you were learning in school for you to get there, bro.
Yeah.
You cannot say that school never helped you.
No, school definitely helped me.
But like, you know what I'm saying? We saying this now as we got out of high school. You know what I'm saying?
This
We
don't
get to
help me. What am I
learn.
taking science for? What am I taking history? What am I taking? History is my favorite subject, but I don't see. And I want to ask you this, but like when I'm thinking about it now, I'm like, like we read certain books in school or whatever. I think we should almost be able to pick the books we read. And really, if you think about it, I think the only problem is because, my girl, she in college right now. She's in community college, like she do online, right? Mm-hmm. I was looking at like just the homework she had to do, and you could tell that the homework she is doing is like recycled from the class that they have in person at one point or before COVID. So they're just recycling the same work every year because you could tell they'll say something like, use a partner. Bitch, what partner? We at home. What you talking about? So, I mean, knowing that, like, I understand doing like us picking our own books would just make it harder for the teacher because now everybody, 22 people in the class, 22 different books. She might have only read maybe 3. Mm-hmm. She has to kind of Google, and then it's hard. Well, back when we was growing up, we didn't know ChatGPT. You had maybe Spark Notes, Goodreads, Reddit maybe, but you wasn't you ain't just type. Give me a summary on the Good Deed book, and the whole 200 pages pop up. So it's different for us. But I think like in order to like get kids engaged, like pick their own book because some people might not be interested in Olympian Thief with Percy Jackson. Some people might be interested in what else? Some Greece or whatever the fuck we was reading back then. Yeah. But what I want to ask you off that is, you talk about like we're in school from 7 to 2. What would you do to change that for kids to be able to be more receptive to information these days?
I honestly don't have an answer for that, bro, because it's working, I guess, now. But like, it gives kids more grit. They understand that like. A lot of kids don't even realize like they're gonna be capable of doing like a 9 to 5 if they have to, just because they were going to school from those 4 years after they until they graduate to get in the real world. Like it just like shows them like, all right, cool. They don't even know that though. I feel like they still don't even realize like because it's just so second nature after a while, bro. After your freshman year in high school, it's just second nature. So it's like. Definitely prepares them for long hours of hard work, and that's what school is basically is. It's just long hours of hard work. Like you got to work hard to learn this, that, and third.
You'll be tired as hell in school. Once football practice comes, you got some little burst of energy now.
That's what I'm saying.
Now you back in the locker room like, okay, there's something I want to do, and that's because you're just doing things you want to do. And when you're,
I feel like if they offer, schools do though, bro. You got band, you got so many things that people could get into.
But nowadays they talk about.
I just feel like if they lessen the hours at school, it ain't gonna benefit nobody. It's going. It gives them more time with their parents and stuff too, because a lot of their parents need to.
Their parents home at work.
Either at work or they need to just do better parenting sometimes. You know, because some kids is real life assholes. Yeah. So it's like it's a pro and a con to that. But like I just think the hours is ridiculous, especially for athletes. But it's just like. I can't say if it's like the hours is gonna be like it's just pros and cons. So
do they need to change the curriculum? Like okay, we're doing algebra all goddamn year. Like the class is called algebra. There cannot be that many components of goddamn algebra. So should it be 4 quarters? It's the 4 market periods in high school. Should it be 1 quarter algebra? Okay, second quarter stocks. Third quarter day trading. Fourth quarter. Banking, financial literacy. Like, should we change up the whole curriculum to benefit us?
I feel like a lot more schools should offer that, but I don't think change up because still you need to know those, those different algebraic, like I said, because they do get used in more statistic-based or logistic-based when it comes to like financials and global economic and like financials as well. You know what I mean? Like that definitely plays a part, but stuff like that definitely should be added. I just don't think changing curriculum is where they should go. Like me, I did STEM. Yeah. So that's science, technology, engineering, and math, and that was my core base since middle school. When I entered my 7th grade year, that was the first year that they added the STEM programs to the schools in the curriculum. So we're still learning like science, math, all that other stuff, but it's more broad. Like I took automotive maintenance. I took like wood shop. Like I took stuff like that too. And the sciences are very good too. Like I took anatomy, I took chemistry, I took bio, and I was really a good science. Like when I first came to ARC, I was a bio major. Yeah. Yeah, and then I switched it because the labs. The labs. Oh, yeah, they say labs every Friday. You got to spend at least 2 to 3 hours a day on homework. I said I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do myself. I just knew myself. Yeah. Like I was not gonna put myself in that predicament. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I was a true freshman when I really realized after the fall camp when it was done, and then they pulled out the depth chart and I had a meeting with the head coach Art Wilkins. I was just like, I gotta add drop. Was that following 2 weeks after that? I said,
can't do it.
Because if I'm playing, I'm definitely
not coming home talking about some 2-3 hour homework. No way.
Yeah, I was like,
no way. See, the problem is with me, right? When you growing up and you watching the Zoe 101s of the world, the Drake and Josh's and all these classes that you see, Ned Declassified, and you see these schools and you see these people go to school on TV and they talk about chemistry. Okay, well I'm gonna be mixing chemicals. You go to biology, I'm gonna take this frog apart, and you get there and they talking about A2 squared. What the? Whoa!
That's the other stuff that they don't tell you. Yeah, that's the stuff that they don't tell you. I mean,
you
that's
probably
TV,
get
though.
one.
Now I've had
one project
I've
where you
had a lot
taking
of projects in chemistry.
shit. New
Chemistry
Jersey.
1 and 2, I had a lot of projects.
When you get the 2 beakers and you just get the mix of stuff. I probably had 1 or 2.
I actually got a video. It was supposed to be recording. He's using a Bunsen burner, and I had to do forensic. We was doing forensic science and chemistry, so we had to find out the molar mass of a particular substance, and then we had to actually identify the substance from calculating the molar mass.
You ever played the game Bully?
Yes, that was my shit.
Remember chemistry class?
Yeah.
That's how I thought chemistry was going to be every day.
Yeah, no.
That's how I thought
I already knew.
Biology, that's how I thought it was going to be every day.
I already knew though, bro, because I'm like, damn, chemistry's not just about the product. You got to understand though, you know what I mean?
Once you get there, you feel me? But
it's fascinating though, bro. It is. It low key is fascinating.
I apply myself. When I'm mixing nothing, ain't no reason for me to be here. I might as well check out. What am I here for? We had woodworking, bullshit ass class, man.
That was bullshit to you?
Yeah.
I like woodworking, bro.
No,
I actually made the pen that I signed to AIC with. Yeah. I made that pen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hard. You still got it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's hard.
Yeah, I still got it.
I wouldn't say it was a bullshit ass class. If I used it properly and it was used properly, as far as the teacher, I would have liked it. Yeah. But it was so many juniors and seniors in there. It was just like a chill period. Like the teacher was cool as hell. Like he built the shop. He was older dude. Like he built the shop at the high school back there. So everything so it was people there actually making things. I just wasn't one of the people. I wasn't in high school, bro. You get to a class and the teacher tell you, I mean, you could chill out and you'll still get an A, or you could do stuff if you want.
Yeah, that's bad.
You can't tell no brother like me this. Because after this, I got to go to math.
That's bad.
Oh, I'm chilling.
Yeah, that's bad.
And I probably just came because I had the second period. I just came late. So I'm already late. I'm still half asleep. And I go to math next period. You won't catch me doing nothing.
Nah, that's
so
bad.
honestly, it's probably my fault. I'll keep it honest.
Nah, it ain't your fault. Yeah, that teacher should never say that to you, bro. He's wilding. Like, come on, bro.
I appreciate him for doing that, though. Because I don't
Yeah. I mean, if I'm in high school and he said that to me, I'd have definitely. But me, knowing myself, I'm very hands-on and I love, like, construction work or, like.
I'd have loved to build a bunch of stuff. Did I build anything in there? Bro, I don't think I built a goddamn thing.
Actually, this shit is in my room. I built out of wood. I made my name.
Yeah?
Yeah, I used the lathe and all of that stuff. Like, I made my name in a wood plaque. I saved that in my room. I made the pen. We made I made this flower. I gave it to my I think I gave it to my mom and one of my exes or some shit. And then we did a lot. And then I learned more like how to measure certain things, stuff like that. And that does apply to real life.
No, it does. It helps with real like construction work.
Yeah. And then the automotive shit, I was good at that. I was really good. I used to do that with my father a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot, but like, when I got to see him and shit like that. But I got an oil change certification from that class.
Do you?
Yeah.
So you be changing oils?
You can. Like, I have a certification for it. I probably got to renew it, but like, it's been like, since high school games, it's been years, like 6 years maybe.
So you be charging people like you?
You could, yeah. You literally have a certification to change oil. So it's like, yo, if you need your oil change, I could charge you $50. Cool. Wow. I get under your car, do what I got to do. Drain it, put the little foot. It's easy though, bro. It's literally so easy, bro.
It's easy. I seen it done. I don't know. I know in my high school they had what was it? It was a class, Lincoln Tech. I want to say they would take the kids to Lincoln Tech. Depending on who signed up, they'll take you to Lincoln Tech like every day or every other day, or whatever, and you'll spend half the day there learning about automotives and stuff like that. And a lot of those people that I remember that was going to that class still deal with cars to this day. So, but I knew that wasn't never going to be my alley. Me working on cars all day, so I didn't have a chance. So it was no automotive school. But before, when my cousins used to go there, they used to have them automotive classes, them baking classes. Boy, don't teach me how to bake no cake in high school.
Nah, I didn't take bacon.
Boy, don't teach me how to bake a goddamn thing in high school.
Nah, I ain't take bacon. Hell
Troy,
no. I couldn't do that.
You teach me how to make honey buns on the job?
I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have the special need kids. They used to make the cookies for lunch.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie to. Them shits was busting. Yo, those shits used to be busting, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas used to pull up like, nah, I need them cookies, bro.
Yeah.
Like, niggas used to trade milk, so I was like, this is my cookies.
Was in
I
there
ain't gonna say
grabbing milk
no.
for him and
Yeah, I
everything?
ain't gonna say no foul jokes, but
Oh
niggas
man,
was
bro.
wildin'.
Come on, bro.
Niggas was wild.
Nah, yeah. I mean,
Niggas
high
was
school was an
wild.
interesting time. Do you miss high school ever?
Yeah, I got no regrets in high school, man. My high school was lit.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a lot of people. We had another school that was attached to ours. I had a bridge, a sky bridge. You walk across. It was called SEBA. So like some of my boys on the football team actually went there. It was like a IB school, so it was for smart. You know what I'm saying? But they did like a broad programs mid school year. Like I knew some people that went to Denmark for about, I want to say, was it a month or for spring break? For around all the way to spring break and back.
They had to pay.
Yeah, hell yeah. But like, bro, that shit was fire. It was worth it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that shit tells you, it teaches you so much shit. Like you're literally going to experience European lifestyle.
Yeah.
One, like everything is different. Like one of my friends had told me like, past a certain grade you get paid to go to school, and then like, you know, they big thing out there is like they smoke cigarettes at like 15, 16. Then they orange soda tastes like vanilla or some shit. Like, it was just little like details. It's cool though, bro. It's different.
I think they had some study abroad thing when in high school, but once my mom was that price, it was nothing to talk about.
Yeah, shit, like $1,000, $1,300.
Yeah. All at once?
No.
No, sir. The bill is due.
That's why I
next
ain't do
month.
band either, because it was like, I know, because I wanted to low key do band.
I did it in middle school and like
I wanted to get back on the snare drum because I play guitar and the piano and stuff like that and the violin, but I low key wanted to get back on the snare, but then like, because I wanted to do it because of the Disney World trip at the end of the year, but once I found out you had to pay for it, I was like, my mom's not paying for that. She don't got time for that. I'm not paying for that work at McDonald's. I'm not doing it. Yeah. So I just said I ain't doing it.
No, in middle school, what did I play? The drums, the snare, and a little bit of the bass drum. In elementary school, 4th grade, I played the. Man, I had a fuck this teacher. That just brought me back. Boy, I wanted to play the saxophone so bad.
Yeah, saxophone.
I wanted to play the saxophone so bad.
Bro.
So I think it was what do I want to say? 2nd grade, I want to say, because I believe maybe it was 3rd. I don't remember, but I knew you had to play the clarinet before you played the saxophone. That's what they wanted the rules. Whatever.
You got to work the woodwind work.
So I'm like, I bet. I play the clarinet. So one of the band people was talking to like the band teacher in 5th grade. I guess they knew each other. So I interject. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play saxophone in 5th grade. He said, no, you're not. You hating ass nigga. What you mean? No, I'm not playing saxophone.
Why, you was bad as hell? Yeah, he was. He was bad
But
as hell,
that's not the point, Troy,
because
he didn't.
Funny and shit. That's
I
the
wasn't
point.
trying. I swear to God, I rocked.
You were trying to be
I
funny.
swear to God, I wanted to play saxophone, but he wasn't in the school to know if I was bad or not. So why you just shoot my shit down like that, bro?
So what you saying is because your skin color? He
I ain't saying what I'm saying, but I'm saying what I'm saying.
He wants you to be the next Duke Ellington.
You get what I'm saying? I don't know what it was about, bro, but why you shoot? Bro, I'm talking about there was no dialogue to it. Yeah, I want to play saxophone when I'm playing the clarinet. I want to play saxophone. No, you're not. You know what it was?
What?
I ain't know my notes, man.
See? I knew
I
it was
know my
something, bro.
I don't know what
something.
He probably was talking to I don't know, they probably talked before. Mr. Hamilton, I believe his name was.
Yeah.
Wasn't Mr. Mulaney. No, Mr. Hamilton. I can't even say that word. Mr. Hamilton used to come over there and teach us the band. Yeah, he probably talked. He don't know his notes. That boy right there, that boy.
So
don't know his
Mr.
notes.
Hamilton did that?
But it don't matter, because why'd you shoot
Mr.
my shit
Hamilton,
down like
bro.
that, bro?
Mr. Hamilton, you could have probably made the greatest saxophone player known to man, bro. Why would you do that?
Because it wasn't his fault, because
Now it's not his fault.
let me tell you why. Because the fifth grader one could have said, yo, I'll work with you.
Okay. So it's your fault. Because you weren't good at the notes. And didn't
Nah,
ask for
it's
help.
Mr. Hamilton's fault too, because he didn't teach me good enough.
All right, Mr. Hamilton, never mind, man.
Nah, it's both of
We
y'all
figured it out.
goddamn fault. It's both of y'all goddamn fault. I remember this one hating that nigga Justin next to me. We playing the clarinet. I'm just pressing shit, Troy. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
see. Look, I'm getting it all now, bro. It's all of the side shit that I'm not getting the context.
Just pressing shit. Nigga, we gonna stop. Hey, that nigga Justin Moran or whatever his last name was. He gonna raise his hand. Mr. Hamilton, Saleem's not playing the right notes.
Oh, so he just a
ass
snitch.
nigga.
Yeah, we gonna play with snitches.
What that got to do with you? If
You could have helped
play
them
the right
nigga out and shit. Like,
notes? Hey,
you want
Lane,
to
you
snitch.
tripping, bro. You making us sound crazy.
I'd have been laughing.
You don't know the
You'd have got
notes.
me in trouble. I'd have got kicked out of band. 'Cause
What?
I'd have got kicked out because you would have been. I know you. You was like, I'd have been dying. My bad ass would have probably did it with you. Whole time.
We talking about some dude. Hey, bro, I'm talking about. I said, yo, Justice stink. Cause he blew my shot out the barrels, bro. You ain't about to just play with me, bro. Like, what you mean I don't know the notes? I don't, but you don't gotta say that. You should really go home and practice, bro. It seems
like you needed help and you didn't say you needed help, or they just didn't want to work with you, bro.
I probably never asked for help, but I'm saying, like, bro, it's my first rodeo. Like, work with him then. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause we went to the I dead didn't know what the fuck I was doing, Troy.
Hey, look, now you thinking about it.
I dead didn't know what I was doing, but you could have worked with me. True. I didn't care about playing the clarinet. I just wanted to play the saxophone.
But you got to get good.
You got to.
Because the saxophone is very complex.
But I tell you what, when I got to them drums, goddamn me, I was him. Mm-hmm. I know them notes when it came to the drums.
You got
open notes, okay, hard.
You got the hands for it. And you just want to bang. Now you got to play the boom, boom, boom. That's you.
I used to get it, but it was only one.
You was over there spinning it.
Yeah, I was getting that boy.
He's doing tricks.
I was Nick Cannon before Nick Cannon. You get what I mean? Right. You mean like I was one of them.
I think that movie came out when you was a kid though.
Let me see.
Baby, Nick Cannon was young in that movie, brother. Man.
Hold on. What's that shit called again? Drumline release date. Because 2002.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, listen here though. I'm talking about the second movie though. That's what I was talking about. You see, you ain't let me finish.
Nah, my bad.
You know, ain't no thing. But look, right? So like, you about to get out of here.
Yes, sir.
You think you gonna cry at graduation?
Nah, I'm not gonna cry. I didn't cry at my last one.
But you knew you was coming back.
Yeah, but like, I'm drained, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like all these years kind of set me back.
Yeah?
A lot, yeah, bro. Like, with like real life living wise, bro. Cause like I'm in a particular situation. Mm-hmm. Cause like my mom Dukes, she don't stay in CT. Hasn't been in CT for 5 years since I graduated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She lives all the way in Georgia. Mm-hmm. And it's like hard for me to like, that's my support system. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I do got family in Hartford, all that other stuff too, but it's just like my mother. You know what I mean? And that's my only parent, so it's like it's kind of hard when I'm about to leave. Now I got to figure out where I'm about to live at, what job I'm about to get into. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I'm about to just move back with her, or if I get a nice job out here, get an apartment and stuff like that too. Like, then it's like just, you know, like I had to transfer recently. Like I literally just got done with the registration just for my car. You know what I'm saying? Because I had CT place for so long, and I needed to get mass place. It's just so much, bro. Like, it's a lot on my plate when it comes to just like regular living.
What made you transfer the place though? Why couldn't you just keep the CT joint?
Because no address. I ain't have no address. And then insurance. And then, you get what I mean? Like, it's so much just behind this shit. Like, it's just a lot, bro. So, you got that. You know, I'm just, like, it sets you back, bro. You know, you can't make as much money as you want to because you're so busy. Like, literally. Like, school does not pay good at all. It's horrible. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever your FAFSA or whatever it's called for your work study still, but it's bad, bro. You're only making $15 an hour. You can only work this amount of hours, so you can't do nothing with that money. You know what I mean? And then you got an outside job, but it's not like you could work 40 hours because you got so much you got to do from school-wise, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I've always been with multiple jobs, multiple, like, hobbies, stuff like that. So that's one thing I know that I'm going to be good at, but it's just... Now that I'm about to be done for real, like I'm finally happy because now I don't feel like stuff is holding me back and I can finally do what I need to. But like I feel like the school shit was kind of holding me back from my adulthood for real. And I could have been like, if I graduated out of high school right now, like I probably would have had my apartment. I would have had, you know, a lot of things set up. I'd have probably been able to get a credit card. I'm not getting one in college, bro.
You never had a credit card?
It's scary. See, with credit cards, if you're not paying attention to the market and how things work, a lot of people don't know how to use credit cards, bro. Like, it's bad. And I'm not saying I don't know how to use one, but I'm not getting one until I'm financially stable where I make a good income enough to where I can utilize a credit card. When you don't have a good income and it's inconsistent, you're not supposed to use a credit card, bro. Because if you cannot pay what you use, you know what I'm saying? And then you got APR rates, and you look up. You could look this up. Number one reason why America is in debt so far is credit cards, bro. A lot of people are cooked. They think, I'm eligible for 10,000. Oh my God, that's not. You know what I'm saying? That's for responsible people.
Yeah.
I'm responsible, but just not in college. No, I've seen dudes buy nigga Marys with their credit card and don't care. I'm fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just bad, bro. Like nigga, is that serious for that, bro? Like you trying to look that good for what, gang? Like you know what I mean, bro? Like it's bad, bro. It's really bad, and people who fall victim to that, that's the reason why I'm not putting myself in that position to do that, bro. You know what I mean? But now I know, you know what I'm saying, I have the knowledge of how to use it. And the first thing, you have to have a steady income to get a credit card. That's it. Mine's is not steady. It's all over the place. You know what I mean? I bring in bread. Don't get me wrong, but I bring in bread to pay the bills that I know I need to pay. I'm not about to add the credit card as that situation, and then now I'm not saving up enough to pay that debt off by the end of the month.
For sure.
You can pay it off in increments and in full, yeah, but I don't make enough money. Some weeks I can only, some weeks, shit, I probably make only $100. That's not good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now probably after that week, I probably got something due. My PSN probably due, or I got insurance bill or something like that. You get what I mean? I'm not prepared enough to schedule those type of payments yet. You get what I mean? I'm only so focused on the bills that I got now. And then when I need to build the credit, my credit's not bad because I pay, like I said, I pay bills. So my credit isn't too bad. But like, you know what I mean? I'll build it and get a credit card later on.
So you talk about the right way to use a credit card. What would you say that is now?
So like, people say like gas, like groceries, stuff like that. So say if I want to go put 25 on gas, or I put 40, fill my tank up for the week, right? Boom. Then I use like 20 for some type of recreational need, you know what I mean? And then what? That's 70, and then the rest I'll use, so my budget is 100, right? So you working. You can either pay that off with your next check, you can hold that down and pay it off in increments, or you can pay the whole amount off at the end of the month. You know what I mean? You have your choice. But if you go over, also no APR rates. If you get 0, you're good, stuff like that. But I feel like, in that responsibility, if you use it like that, then cool. But like some people would take that risk and be like, all right, I'm gonna use my credit card and pay for this. Or say if you go to the club, right? Responsible thing is you leave all your cards at home and you just bring your credit card because nobody can do nothing with your credit card. You know what I mean? And then you can always cancel if something happens, but you go out with your credit card, and then however much you spend, you can go home and just pay the rest off with your debit, so you'll be good. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't do that. They let that shit build up to now you owe $1,200. Now, if you're making $1,200 a week, right, and your shit is at $1,200 and you're just letting it go, you're not paying it, then that's your fault. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, wait, but I got rent due at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? Like, life happens. So if you don't got no savings, bro, what are you doing? It's just going cure. It's going cure. And whose fault is it? Yours. But that's how they get people, bro. They give them, you do good for a little while, and it's not like they getting people, bro. It's really like they tell you to your face. Like I do hear a lot of people like, oh yeah, America, I'll be out to get people, but no, like there's a reason they doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's rules. It literally tells you how to do it. You're just not doing it. That's what I look at it as, bro. Like financial responsibility is horrible. Financial literacy be bad. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it, bro.
When did you get to the point where you could understand that and like worry about financial literacy and keep it at a high level for you?
Just the way I grew up. The sacrifices that I see my mom just make by herself, and like my aunts and stuff like that. Like they were so just everything thrown at them to the point where it's just like they had to do what they had to do. You know what I mean? So they just be held back, and it's not like they don't have financial literacy, but it's like sometimes that brick wall hit them, and it's just like, and that's also another factor too. It's just like the credit cards is also like emergency money. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure I know my mom probably had to use a credit card to get Christmas gifts put under the tree. You know what I mean? Like I know that she probably maybe went in debt because that's the only thing that she could do. Because I trust me, bro. Like I know it gets to that point too, but it's just like, damn.
No, for sure.
That's bad.
For sure. But do you think that's what people say when they say like America is out to get us? When they say like that, when you put in the perspective like that,
and you put in that perspective, then yeah.
So you talk about, you feel me saying like being at school put you back, but you don't think like getting a degree, spending that time put you in a better situation in the future to have all that
I
money?
do believe that, and I'm a big believer in good positivity speaking and affirmations. But we'll see.
It's hard to believe
We'll
in
see.
now when you're not too sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just not too sure. I believe. I'm doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just now we got to see, but it's also on me.
Yeah.
I got to put in that work to find out where I'm suitable for all of that other stuff, too. Now, I'm not about to just blame school, all of that other stuff, but school definitely holds you back from a lot of things in the door, bro.
Would you say it's school or would you say it's the other end to like football, track,
Nah,
stuff
school,
like that?
college, bro. Just college. Football, track is all in the same category for real, bro. Just going to college, like it's like pros and cons, two-way street, bro.
Yeah.
You can take it how you know what I mean, however you need to. But it's like, you know, like for instance, not a lot of people could get a house if they're not having a good job to where they could get an apartment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, parents help them too. Now, if you just by yourself, right, and you trying to do all of that stuff, like it's not easy. It's definitely doable. I'm not saying it's not doable, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. Whereas if I just graduated out of high school and I went to Lincoln Tech and got a 2-year, bro, I would have been making more money than you right now. Probably by your sophomore year, I'd have been making more money than you. One of my boys went to a fucking vocational school. I think that's the technology and all of that stuff, doing HVAC. He was getting bread his junior year.
Nah, HVAC is.
And now he's just stacking up chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not me viewing somebody else's life. It's just viewing another way that I know for a fact that if I didn't take this route, like I definitely would have been missing out on something, but I definitely would have been regular life. Me living wise, I'd have been okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, what's for you is for you, man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just obviously for me because we done been here for a little while, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like I know how to thug it out when times ain't right. You know what I mean?
So you think you want to stay out here?
I might be in the Boston area.
Boston.
That's a lot of money out there too. You just gotta be careful out there. But might be in the Boston area for like a year maybe. But I low key want to go back to Georgia. I gotta see my mother. It's been a little while. I ain't been back home in like 3 years.
Yeah?
Yeah, I ain't been back to Georgia in like 3 years, bro.
You don't be going back on like the breaks and all like that? Nah?
Sometimes I can't afford it, bro. And then I don't tell my mom to buy me a plane ticket. Cause my mom working still.
Yeah.
I don't want her working, but like, yeah, she still got to work, handle her stuff. That's out there. And now I couldn't drive anymore, obviously, because the current, you know what I mean? Like, it's little things like that. Like, she'll come to visit and stuff like that. Like, if she takes a little break, day off, she'll come see my aunt or whatever. She'll just fly down or drive, this, that, and the third. So, yeah.
Gotta go back soon.
Yeah. She coming in May, though.
Yeah?
Who's coming, yeah.
You graduate.
Facts, she's sliding.
Okay.
Facts.
And you don't think you gonna cry?
Nah, I don't think so, bro. I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. So.
You might cry.
Nah.
I was talking to dudes. I don't know if you've seen the episode. We was talking about like
I seen part of it, yeah. I fell asleep.
Hey, look, that's good though. You know what I'm saying? Because people watch, like you got a comfort show like type thing. So I appreciate it. So
of course. That's their conversation. God is the greatest.
God is the greatest, most deaf. So we was talking about like just the importance or just how crazy it is to have a master's degree being a black man. Like that's.
So I believe that the statistic I looked up is about 18% of Americans have a master's in business association. That's very low. Now, if you look up the minority statistic, I think it's lower. Yeah. So if people watching this right now, you can look that up after the video. Look up how many Americans have.
We gonna give them
how many Americans.
Hey, necessary conversations about everything.
Yes, sir.
So how many? We're gonna do what percentage
of Americans have a master's in business?
Masters.
I recently just looked this up with my quarterback, Cephas.
Business.
Me and that boy be talking.
AI overview. Less than 4%.
Wow, I was 2 over. That might have been another statistic that I was looking at.
Ain't no way. Less than 4% of the MBAs are getting their degree. Oh no, that's some like Stanford. What the fuck I give about that for? 14%.
14%.
Now let's see how many black.
And that's just with MBAs.
African Americans. 5%? No. 7.8% of black adults have earned a degree.
In masters in business?
98,000 in 2021.
I ain't gonna stare you.
98,000.
I ain't gonna stare you left, brother.
98,000 sound like a lot until you realize
It's
how
not a
many
lot.
people is in the world.
It's not a lot.
Like,
and this is what I mean.
the
As a black man, I told myself and devoted myself and said, use this NBA to not only help your community, but to be able to become more financially literate.
Bro.
You get what I mean, bro? Because that's one of the biggest problems in business. People don't understand anything, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody understands anything, and that's the issue with a lot of things. So I'm using this to get myself into that world. You know what I mean? Obviously to help benefit companies, but to also learn from myself. You know what I mean? Like,
What you get your bachelor's in? You got in like recreation management,
yeah,
right?
sports recreation management.
How is that? Because that's what my brother coming here to major in.
It's a pretty good major, bro.
Yeah.
It gives you a broad idea because a lot of football players, or just a lot of athletes in general, bro, we get out, we stop playing, and if for some it ends later on, they go to the pro league. For some it ends right after college, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
Some in it and during college. You on a 10 and
Mm-hmm.
you is not playing. Now, some of these dudes, that's a different story. Keep going, bro. Come on.
But like, he's gonna enjoy it. Shout out to your brother, bro.
Yeah.
You know, for taking this route, following in your footsteps and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's hard. But like, he's gonna enjoy it. It's gonna show him that there's so many opportunities in that world that you can be happy in, bro. And what I chose sports recreation management for is because I'm not trying to get a job where I know I'm not gonna enjoy it just because I'm getting good hours. I'm miserable.
Yeah.
Trying to live a good life and enjoy my job.
Yeah.
Because I watched my mom do it for years, and it's just painful, bro.
Do you now, from my understanding, like, can you be athletic director with that? Like, what is it?
So without athletic directors, you will have to take one more class for just administration purposes because then you will be in the school system. So like you have to take, I think you have to get a certification too for that. But like you can use part of that. But I think you have to take like one more class. I know Dorian wanted to be an AD at a point, and he had to take. He actually took that class.
Here?
Like, so he's eligible to be an AD if he really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you can do things from marketing. You can do sports marketing. You can do event facility management. Like, there's so much stuff you can do. Like, dog, now I got an MBA. I'll give you an idea.
Yeah.
Right? I got an MBA. Say if I wanted to do some project management, right, where I find a building or a warehouse, boom, renovate that warehouse inside. Now I want to do an indoor facility. That's event facility management, right?
Yeah.
So boom, I'm managing the facility. Now I can decide to put a baseball net. I could just a baseball kind of thing. Also in time with a soccer/football field. Then what? That can bring in what? 7v7 teams. That can bring in travel baseball teams. That can bring in coaches that want to pay in to just use that facility to work with their kids. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
That's so much stuff you can do with just that, and that's just one thing. But you see what I'm saying? Like I'll just easily it's just like that, bro.
Hey,
You can
man.
do stuff, bro. You definitely can.
So what made you want to? I mean, I know when we look at the majors, like as far as what we could go get our degree in here as masters, it's not that many.
Yeah, it's not that many.
Options for what we would be interested in, like athletes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
Unless
a small school too. So.
Yeah. Was that the reason why you chose NBA? Did you have a specific reason as to why?
Nah, so one of my sandbox brothers back home, we came up with an idea. We wanted to start this athletic clothing brand. And that made me think like, and then also Robert Corey, one of my professors, after I took my senior seminar course, we had to make a business plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's when that light hit me like, oh yeah, get your MBA, brother, man.
Yeah.
Get your MBA. Just, it looks better, bro, on paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even just on paper, but like, it's going to also tell you like you're a master in what you do. So, you know, you got to lock in. You know what I mean? Like, all right, this is somebody that we can need. Also, you got to think about the competitiveness in the working world right now, bro. It's competitive. I'm going to have to be competing. I only went to one school, bro. I only went to AIC. This dude's, I was just talking to dudes about this. This dude's that went from Boston College, UConn. Bro, AIC is, they blowing them out the water in flying colors. You got to have a 3.0 to get in the UConn, bro. I got denied. And I went on like 2 visits. And I got a picture in the freaking athletic hall. Yeah,
Do you?
facts. Yeah.
Of UConn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
So when we were in Midget League, these 2 players came. I think it was Ted Jennings and Jesse Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
And they came, they talked to us and stuff, and we took a picture, and it was on a news article. They have that same picture that was on a news article in the facilities. One of my boys that told me.
So
I
you
tried to
really
go in
supposed
there,
to be there.
on my track meet. Nah, I low-key wanted to go to UConn.
Yeah.
I did. But, like, I already knew it was case. It was over.
Because of your grade?
Yeah, and then I didn't do that good in high school. I did good, you know what I mean? But I didn't do that good in high school.
Like football-wise?
Yeah.
Stop
I
it.
wasn't great enough to be a UConn. Like, bro, my
Stop
boy, actually one of my mans, KK, he went to UConn. And he was like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was tough. then I'm playing right next to him, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my size, like I was a linebacker and nickel. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely did. I got recruited by Central and stuff like that too. But like, bro,
That ain't
UConn, I already knew. Nah.
That ain't UConn. You'd have been
unless I would have stayed and just only played running back, man, I definitely would have had a chance. But like, maybe with the film and stuff like that, who knows?
Why you ain't go for running back? Oh, they wanted you for that.
Nah, so we had like, bro, my high school, we had hella niggas. Like Raekwon was our quarterback, running back. Like he was wild. He's a dual threat. So we had him. Then we had one of my other boys. Then we had like two other backs. You know what I'm saying? I was just in a rotation, but I played slide a little bit too. Did a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh, so you got shifty.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course.
I did it. You know, you just moved
Did
over
I?
the field. We was athletics, bro.
Yeah.
We was just a mad athlete.
Y'all want a chip?
No, but we did do
Who the hell
my
did
junior
y'all
year.
lose to? Y'all, you talking about
My
a team like this?
My junior year, because our problem was depth. We didn't have depth. We didn't have depth.
Somebody get
Raekwon
tired, it's
played
over.
corner. After throwing the ball or running for a touchdown, he had to go back on defense and play corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
tiring.
like we all were. That's why we had to learn all of these positions, bro. Because and that's why we conditioned. Like my coach, bro, he lied. That nigga's a liar. Coach Millen, you asshole. Because look, this dude will make us run like 16 110 sprints, saying, "Oh yeah, college is gonna be worse." I'd rather run 300s, 300s or whatever, or 2 sessions of 300s than do 16 110s, bro. In the heat. In the heat. Bro,
This
we
is
was
more than
running.
once.
Bro, we used to run. Yes. I went through that for 4 years. We used to run a lot. But then I realized in the games, we won't be tired. I mean, when it get cold and our body start getting banged up, yeah. But we ain't have no crazy bench. So it was like them same 11. We can switch them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But, hey, that's
Not
what
too
we
much.
doing. Yeah, y'all best athletes, bro. So y'all going to have to lock in. And I'm not even talking about me. I'm just talking about from the quarterback position, some receivers, D line, O line. Like some dudes was just staying on the field, not even getting off.
So, I mean, obviously, you about to get your MBA. You about to get the degree ski. What you want to do? You talk about the clothing brand. You talked about
Yeah, I'm definitely get more in
management.
tune with that. Start that business plan up a little bit more in depth. But right now, I'm just looking to where I can see myself falling at right now.
Yeah.
For real, yeah. I haven't really. I mean, my mom too. She's starting a business too, so I'm gonna try to help her out as much as I can with that. But she want me to do everything. I ain't trying to do all of that. I'm trying to teach her so she knows she don't need me to do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a couple ideas what I want to get into. You know, I've been talking to dudes too. He's talking about tech sales, which I think is gonna be really
You
big.
talked about that. Yeah.
But yeah, I got a wide variety of what I want to do.
You know, before we get out of here, obviously Slim TV, the podcast. Like, how did you get involved in that? How did that come about? Is that something you kind of wanted to do one day, just get on TV and just talk shit?
You know, Benny was just like, yeah, bro, I mean, we could look for, I need another co-host, Sly. And I'm like, yeah, I'll come on the episode. I already did an episode with Liam. I'll support your shit. It's just black owned, bro. Me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a black. I'm going to support a brother.
Yeah.
But then after that, it was just like, cool.
Just
All
keep coming.
I keep helping. You know what I mean? I keep doing what it is. Like, it's cool. I fuck with it. We be chilling, vibing, talk about stuff we usually talk about.
Yeah.
It's mad cool. And I think he could definitely go somewhere with that, just like how you going somewhere with this. So it's like, yeah, I keep going. I just wanted to help as much as I can, or just, you know, it's a blessing to be a part of it too.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Stepping outside my comfort zone, for sure. I'm so serious.
Yeah, nah, for
Like,
sure.
I haven't seen myself doing a podcast or putting these damn headphones in, doing a roadcast and shit. Like. But like people always told me, like, bro, you a TV type of dude, bro.
Yeah.
Like you need to be on TV or you need to be an actor, But like, you know, doing this and being able to do this and stuff like that, having a blessing to be a part of, you know, and people asking me to do certain things and help them out is kind of cool.
Nah, it's definitely dope. How annoying? Like, do me and Benny get on your nerves when we be going back and forth?
No, that's just hilarious, bro. It's just y'all be canceling me out, bro. I don't be talking.
Bro.
Bro. I'll be dead listening. Cause sometimes I tell when we on live and stuff like that on Slim TV, I'll be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I did not watch this game or something like that. I'm not about to be on there just chatting,
I'm not gonna
talking
lie,
about shit
I
I don't
probably
know.
didn't watch 90% of the games we talk about either.
No,
be
yeah,
honest.
but yeah, like I try to keep it authentic though.
Yeah.
Like we not trying to, you know, and bar and stuff like that and be wrong or you know. So but like if I did know, if I'm knowledgeable, I'm definitely gonna speak. And if y'all niggas keep arguing, I'm just yo. But
yo, we can move on to the next topic.
Yeah, next topic. I'll be on that.
I can't because Benny be bugging, bro.
Y'all both be bugging.
I can't be. I can't. Sometimes I don't be able to just allow it, bro. Like the blasphemy, and then he'll say something, and then he'll act like he ain't just say that. You know what I tell him? Stay off. That's all. Like, I'm tired of you, bro.
Nah, bro, that shit fire.
Spectrum, man. That's all, man. That's all, man. Tired of dude, bro. But I am gonna miss him that year. I miss you too, man.
Yeah,
like,
bro. I'm gonna come back for a game or two, though, bro.
What else I'm gonna wake up on Saturday and Sundays for? We ain't recording.
Damn. I might have to come back, bro.
He ain't coming back.
Well, you might have to just fly you out, bro. Yeah, bro. And
he got a deal.
You do too.
He got a deal.
We talking about, yo, show the feet.
There.
Make sure y'all look at his feet.
There.
You can get up and show them right now what he got on his feet, bro.
Some regular shoes. Some
wild.
Nikes. Some Nikes.
Hey, they ain't them regular Nikes. Man. They got signatures on them and
some
shit.
Nikes, bro. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to play that line game, Liam. Okay.
Hey, Troy.
It's cool.
So what you be wearing to the shoots, like, you know what I'm saying, when we do the podcast? What type of belts, what type of shoes?
Yo, bro. All Walmart
earrings be
stuff.
changing.
Nah.
You said
earrings.
Walmart?
Uh-huh.
The belt?
Yeah. I'm bullshit.
Hey, bro, you don't got a lot of me. I ain't gonna ask you for $1. Ain't nobody gonna ask you for $1. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I don't be putting nothing on, bro. I mean, I do influence a lot of the fits that's been worn by the other prez, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Did he tell you about what he did in the video last night?
Yeah, I think y'all funny. I got something for y'all. I'm trying to use a doll and shit to say my essence is there. All right, I got something for y'all.
Hold up, bro. I swear to God, I had nothing to do with that. I just came in. I looked behind.
Liam was like, yeah, we gotta have aura or his presence, his soul presence.
He said I said that?
He said you need to use the doll or something like that. He's like,
he didn't say I said that.
Mm-hmm.
Live on the chat. Live on the joint. He didn't say that.
Yeah, he did. I just saw him too. He was loafing in the car.
He said that for real?
Mm-hmm. I was just talking to him last night. Swear to God.
He ain't say that.
Yeah, he did. He said Liam was like, yo, we should use that.
Please answer.
Troy, answer.
Yo. you live on Necessary Conversations. You told Troy it was my idea for the doll? Don't try to freeze now. You told Troy it was my idea for the doll?
Say it again?
You told Troy it was my idea for the doll yesterday?
Yo, is he in there crying, bro?
Ooh, yo, bro, stop doing that. Ew, you look crazy.
He in there crying.
Nigga, he mentioned it. He said, yo, did Benny tell you?
You told him it was my idea?
I did not tell you it was your. I told him first it was AK.
So you blaming AK?
Ain't nobody blaming nobody. We always make.
Ain't nobody blaming nobody. Shut up.
Your body and soul was in the show.
Yo, y'all weird, nigga.
Hey, bro, shout out Benny.
We put the dreads on him now.
We telling the whole world how you the greatest podcaster that ever lived. All right, Benny.
Oh my God.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
I can't believe he didn't sit up there and told you that. Now you see why I argue about him. Mm-hmm. Now you see why I argue with him. Because he used to be lying.
Yeah.
It's a perfect example.
He gonna hate this. Narcissism. He gonna hate that. I would tell him to watch it too.
Now remember, right? When we was talking about when we was doing the Slim TV Unfiltered, we was talking about the Saints and the DBs, right? What was you talking about? Safeties or corners? Talk about corners, right?
Yeah, corners.
Why he gonna send me Saint Sean and Justin Reed? I thought y'all didn't know DBs. Bro, don't do that. You know damn well we was talking about corners. You see how he act? You see how, you're right. Narcissism. You're right. Hey, Troy, listen. Oh, man, whatever you decide to do, you're going to do great in.
Appreciate
I hope you go
brother,
far.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in the 8th Atlanta, the Black Mecca, about to wild out.
Chill,
Boston,
man.
the Mecca, that other Mecca. You know what I'm saying? Or go back to CT, stay in Spirit. Whatever you do, bro, you're going to go far. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, keep your faith. And, you know, just call me when you get your deal, when you sign, bro.
You need to call me, nigga. I need to try to break some deals with you.
That's
now.
all, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, listen, bro, and you know, What they don't know is this man is the reason I'm passing my MBA.
Oh my goodness.
That's what they don't know. That's what they won't tell you. You got anything, any shout outs before we get out of here?
Nah, just shout out you, man. Hey, welcome your brother to AIC. Man, I hope I'm gonna come see y'all probably homecoming. Probably come to a homecoming game, pop out. Appreciate you for having me back on here. It's definitely a blessing. Thank you
had to do it.
for reaching out. I've definitely been flaking, but I've been busy.
Hey, it's the
and then when you
time.
be trying to do the podcast before the podcast, I'll be like, nah, bro. I'll be like, yo, but that'd get kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
But nah, then again, man, I appreciate it, man.
Nah, most definitely.
Same thing to you, vice versa, man. I hope this still gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Hope you blow up. Definitely get some of them young guys on there next year. Let them know, welcome to the
it's
initiation.
It's gonna be weird, bro.
Oh, no, it ain't, man.
I'm gonna tell you why it's weird because I'm 01. I was born in 01.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these dudes born in 06 already. That's his. So 07, 08. How old are you? Why are you thinking this way? What year you was born? 08.
Is that right, though?
What year you was born? 01.
This is to help you understand the YNs, man.
I don't think I want to understand.
It's all right. You got to understand, bro. And then, look, then you're going to be safe, so you good. It's going to be cool in their books. You're going to be all right.
Hey, listen. I'll tell you what. In about 3 weeks, my whole year is going to be decided on one day.
Mm-hmm.
If the Saints don't draft Shador, I'm crashing out. Listen, let's check. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm telling everybody. If the Saints draft Shador, because Benny said we might do a draft reaction like we did last year. If the Saints draft Shador, I'm going viral. If the Saints don't draft Shador, I'm still going viral. So we're going viral anyway. Next in the conversations. I'm your host, Saleem Messiah. Troy, I appreciate you. We out.
No, Brad.